Next, let's see the final part as an advisory from my side. Based on my experience, I thought I would. It's very important from my side to share some of the important advice from my side. What we should take care to do, and what should we avoid that we should not do. So in the first part we see documentation advisory do's. Okay. So do every project, please ensure that every project stakeholder and participant member on any given project, construction project, should follow these golden advices. Okay. Every project participants should follow and work on one established platform, the document procedure and the software, whether it is manual or a web-based software. Every organization, every stakeholder, every participant working on any given project, they have to ensure that they have to follow one established platform and work on that particular system. All right. Read, follow and implement document procedure, adhere to project protocols, use of proper standardized forms and document numbering system. Very important. Every personnel, every participant has to follow these golden rules. Needs to incorporate single point of control system on documents for review and action for better communication and closure. Very important. This is one point I always keep stressing upon whenever I give up training to every organization, every participant, that every organization should have a one single point of contact for the control system on documents. It should not be that five persons are working and 5% they have different minds. Everyone follow their own set of rules, or they have their own way of working. So we will definitely lose upon the standardization of the system. Okay, so there has to be one single point of contact, which is really advisable to have, so that one single point of contact as a document controller will be working on the set parameters and the protocols of the project. Okay, it's very important. All the document needs to be centrally addressed and transmitted to document control department through established procedures and include CC to relevant departmental personnel. Again, very important, because many times it so happen, if it is not sent to a centralized person, we lose the track. Okay, if it is addressed directly to the concerned head of the department and not addressed to the document control, the communication or the contractual obligation communication happening between both the parties, we don't have any record, we don't have any track of those records and of those transactions, and we will not be able to monitor such transactions. So it is always advisable that centrally it has to be attached to the document control department for as per the set protocols. Upon document transmitted through the system, subsequent hard copies should be immediately submitted to the central document control team. Again, very important. Sometimes it so happens that in a manual based system, the contractor send it by email. Okay, and delays the submission of hard copies process after 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. If the hard copy is delayed, okay, or not submitted, then we don't have a record of in our hard copy filing system. All right. So it's very important that upon document transmitted through the system, the hard copy has to be immediately submitted. Okay, so that then only the actual official action or the record gets completed of the submission by the contractor. Okay, and based on that official submission, only the action can be taken. Sometimes it may so happen that once in a manual system, once the document is sent by email and the hard copy is not received, okay, or let's say through email it is sent, or let's say through a web-based cloud-based software it is uploaded into the software and the hard copy is not mentioned, and without the official hard copy submission, we take action and we forward that for the review or the action, and later on after a couple of days the contractor say no, sorry, we have to make some changes in that in that document. So this way the record management becomes difficult. Okay, so that is why it is always advisable that you upload or send or transmit a document. The official hard copy submission has to be there, so that the e-copy submission and the hard copy submissions remains the same, and based on that official submission the further action can be taken to avoid the discrepancies between the e-copy submission, the hard copy submission, and the subsequent changes if it's going to take place by the contractor. Okay, the returning back kind of a scenario. So that is always advisable that hard copy should be immediately sent, so that it becomes an official submission and further action can be taken. Judiciously conduct quality check on document prior to uploading, transmitting to the system. This one point again always I stress upon and put emphasize while giving my training. Before uploading a document or transmitting any document by the contractor or maybe from our side, okay, as a PMC document, any document controller has to judicially check, do a quality check, whether it is the numbers are proper, the revisions are proper, whether the incoming date is there, the signed approval, what is the status, who has done the review, he has signed the documents, he has given his review properly or not, whether there are mismatch of review or there are conflicting comments, conflicting comments and status from various combinations of departmental reviews. What is the final outcome of that review cycle? So all these quality check has to be done. Okay, this is example from the PMC document controller. Let's speak about when the document is getting generated and uploaded from the contractor side. So contractors document controller also has the responsibility to do a quality check before uploading such documents into the system. They have to check whether they have followed the proper numbering protocol, the disciplines are proper, the doc type are proper, the revisions are proper, superseding of old and the new submission has to follow the numbering. What revision are what we are generating or uploading into the system, whether we are following the proper document title for better tracking or not. So these are some of the quality checks they have to everyone involved in the document control role has to do. Okay, irrespective of what participant role they are playing, whether they are contractor or a client side document controller or PMC side document controller or consultant document control. All right, so everywhere this quality check plays a very important role. Okay, for all the drawing submission, ensure to submit the CAD file along with the PDF. That's very important because all the design reviewers, they definitely ask for the CAD file along with the PDF document. So ensure that both the formats are being uploaded, okay, or transmitted through the system. Proper revision number should be mentioned in e-file along with document drawing number. So whenever a e-copies, the scanned file, so proper numbering of the document has to be mentioned in the e-file name along with the revision. It helps all the document control and the end reviewer also who are tracking based on this control number. So these are few of the do's. Next, let us see what are some of the tasks we should be avoid, which I term this as the advisory don't. We should not be